Hello and welcome once again to Caversham Central. Bit of a different video for you today. I'm going to be doing a review of a new release by Hornby, which has just become available. So without further ado, here are the items in question. And these are a limited edition run of 1,000 each and have been produced in conjunction with Drax, the power company. These are biomass wagons which are used to transport biomass waste, which I believe is pellets of compressed plant material, so they're environmentally friendly way of producing power. As I say, these have been produced with Drax, and I had no idea these were even being made until they appeared on the Hatton's website. You can only buy them from Hatton's, and as I say, there's a limited edition of 4,000. I bought 5 of these in total. There's 2 different versions. One at the top here is known as the Swoosh Livery, and then the other one, slightly different, is the Powering Tomorrow livery. So I got two of the Powering Tomorrows and 3 of the Swoosh liveries. As you can see, limited edition. So this one is number 400 of 1,000, and here we have number 601. In terms of the model numbers, it's R6723. That's the Swoosh wagon, and R6724 for the Powering Tomorrow wagon. Now, I've got to tell you right from the outset that these are not cheap. In fact, I wasn't going to bother with them. You can only get them from Hatton's, and these weigh in at the not insubstantial amount of £83 each, which is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. However, I've just had a bit of a windfall, and I thought I'd treat myself, because I don't think you're going to see many of these on layouts, and they're going to be a bit different. In real life, they get hauled by mainly GB Rail Freight 66s. I know that later on this year, Hornby have got a Drax Class 60 that's going to be released, which would make an obvious companion for these. So I thought I'd treat myself, and yeah, there we go. So let's open them up and have a look inside. Protection. I'll open that up. We have polythene and the wagon just there. Comes supplied with some vacuum pipes and also instructions as to where to fit them. This really does my head in. So you've got vacuum pipes with yellow and red ends, and I would say a black and white picture, but actually it's not. You can see they've gone to the bother of putting the red dotted line to where they're meant to go. Could they not have actually just colour coded them red or yellow, so you know exactly what goes in the right place? Not really an issue for me, because I'm unlikely to fit them in any case, but just a small thing. Probably it's just me that gets annoyed by that. Anyway, so let's get a look at the wagon itself. And what is obvious to me straight away from looking at this is that actually the quality of the model is very, very good indeed. Underneath, as you can see, we've got the limited edition number already there, and it comes with standard sort of Hornby tension lock couplings. The buffers aren't sprung, but what you do get here, and I've no idea what this is, but inside there's a cutaway, so you can see into some sort of machinery and valves and what have you inside. Now, I'm not sure if you can see this on the video, but this is actually a transfer that's been applied, and actually if I hold it in this light I can see quite clearly it's a transfer. The remainder of the wagon though appears to have been printed, and I've got to say that the standard of the printing looks pretty good. It's legible and clear. The application of the livery I think is very good. It actually looks quite impressive. We'll open up the Powering Tomorrow version and let's have a look at that one as well. Again, we've got the limited edition number. Yeah, and again you can see this has been a transfer that's been applied, whereas the Powering Tomorrow I think has been direct printed onto the model. But again, a very nice application of the livery, which I think looks very impressive. Now, I understand that 10% of the proceeds of the sale of these is going to go to the Railway Benefit Fund. So that's about it's exactly £8.30 per model going to charity. I've got no problem with that. I personally think that £83 for a wagon, which is okay, it's nice, it's unique. I think that's what you're paying for, really, is the sort of rarity value of it. There's other better releases by Bachmann and some Hornby items as well, which would cost about half of this. The STVA car carriers immediately spring to mind as a superior model. So I guess what you're paying for is the, as I say, the sort of the cachet of having something which is quite rare. Whether Hornby will reuse the tooling in the future, who knows. So whilst I'm all for paying a bit of a premium for charity, I think on this case, I don't think Hattons are going to have sold out anytime soon, but you never know. Anyway, I've got a few of them. I'll pop them on the layout, give them a run around, and you can get some action shots.